is SEC's top priority for you?
SEC's top priority for me is to serve, is to give the people, the student body, the service that they deserve. Kasi pumasok yung mga batang yan para mag-aral, para maganda yung environment nila. And as a student leader, as an SEC officer, your top priority is to give the student body the service that they deserve. Kailangan sa lahat ng events, activities, or kung anumang plano mo para sa pagkaupo mo dyan, sa posisyon na yan, dapat para sa student body. Kasi bakit ka pa inelect or bakit ka pa tumakbo kung hindi din para sa ibang tao?
So, for you, what is more important? What the student wants or what the student needs?
For me, it's what the student needs. Kasi what the student wants, bonus na lang yan eh. Of course, the top priority that you should be planning, syempre sa mga platforms ng mga candidates, dapat what the student needs. Yung tingin namin na nakakatulong talaga sa mga estudyante na for their betterment and for their improvement. What the student wants, mga bonus na lang yan eh. Kasi ang pagtakbo mo para sa kinakailangan nila and pag-upo mo para sa mga gusto lang nila na bonus.
What for you is the SEC's top priority?
Top priority of the SEC is for me to fight for the students, to be the representative of the students to the administration, to the administrators, and the top priority of is the Student Executive Council is to empower the students because yung students ang naglalagay sa SEC officers sa mga posisyon nila. Kaya dapat para sa estudyante ang mga officers na to.
Okay. So, nauna mong sinabi, the SEC fights for the students.
Yes.
What exactly are you fighting for or against?
Siyempre yung rights ng students. Tulad nga ng sa Bedan Party, every year namin pinaglalaban yung Magna Carta kasi alam namin na dito ma-empower yung students, dito mas maiintindihan ng students ano ba ang rights nila at ano ba yung mga karapatan nila bilang estudyante inside the school.
But who are you fighting against?
Who are we fighting against? Actually, pinaglalaban namin to para sa estudyante kasi hindi naman siya para mag-reject sa kung ano man ang limitations ng school. Pero pinaglalaban namin to kasi alam natin na may iba't ibang situations na kailangan ng estudyanteng malaman yung rights nila. Kaya doon namin siya ilalaban sa mga situations na yun. So, yun.
For this past year kasi we're more inclined to events, activities. Would you consider these events and activities their need or their want?
Ako naman, as an event, it doesn't necessarily mean party, fun, or enjoyment. Meron ding mga activities, meron ding mga personal development, meron ding mga fundraising activities. Kasi kapag events, there's a negative connotation kagad din na parties, funds, events, parang ang pangit. As an SEC officer, no last year, syempre, what we wanted is to give the people, the student body, both their needs and their wants. So, I guess it's a challenge for the next SEC officers to focus on both and to balance on both para makita ng lahat na, hindi lang pala din sila event.
Do you agree that the Student Executive Council's top priority is not events and activities?
Not events. Yes.
What do you think is the top priority of SEC?
The top priority of the SEC, hindi lang dapat ini-equate sa events. Dapat students' welfare. So, yung kasi parang gas-gas na parang yung SEC laging ang connotation events. Pero dapat alamin kasi ano yung gusto ng estudyante. Siguro ang nakita talaga nila yun ang gusto ng estudyante, kaya yun ang binigay nila sa estudyante.
Do you agree that events and activities are not the top priority of the SEC?
Yes. Kasi ang student council, although yun nga sa situation natin ngayon, mas nakikilala ang student council sa event, sa mga Paskong Bedista, yung mga Animo Night and so on. Ang student council kasi there's more than just events. Kumbaga, andito kami para if ever manalo. andito yung student council para sa mga pangangailangan ng mga estudyante. Na kung may mga needs sila or mga grievances sila na hindi nila maiakyat sa administration, nandito yung student council para tulungan sila.
So, ano masasabi mo dun sa last term na more inclined to activities?
Yung last term, they did good. Yun, lang siguro. Hindi sila masyadong, as, normal student, hindi ko sila masyadong naramdaman as a student council. So, yun. Pero yung sa mga events nila, yun sa mga activities nila, they did great.
What for you is the main purpose and goal of SEC?
For me, the main purpose of the SEC is to unite the CAS students para mas mapalapit sila sa San Beda, to build one San Beda community na yun nga, nagkakaintindihan, nagkakaisa para mas maging maunlad yung community natin.
Why are you saying that as of now we are divided? Are we divided right now?
Hindi naman kasi kumbaga ang daming walang for the word. Kumbaga ang daming walang pake ngayon.
Apathy.
Apathy 'yun. So kumbaga job ng student council is to help lessen the apathy of the students. So yun.
So far, do you notice any improvement in terms of apathy, in terms of student apathy?
Student apathy. So far, lang. Siguro ngayon, hindi pa rin. Example ko na itong election. Kasi, kung hindi apathetic yung mga students, bakit kami lang yung tumakbo? Kumbaga, nawawalan tayo ng pake unti-unti tayo nawawalan ng pake. So, feeling ko hindi pa siya nag-i-improve, hindi pa nawawala yung student apathy. So, malala pa rin siya talaga.
Ano ngayon ang magiging purpose ng external vice president kung ang magre-represent is yung president mismo?
So, ang external vice president, siya yung naghahanap ng networks, ng connections outside the school. Ang president, since he or she is the president, siya yung main na representative ng student body. Kasama dito, di ba nga sinasabi natin na in the absence of the president, yung vice president yung dapat na nagte-take over. So, yun yung difference niya na if in the case na andun si president, he or she may be with the external vice president or pag wala naman ng president, dun nagte-take over ang external vice president.
So, last January, we had the Santo Niño event. Would you consider the information dissemination during the Santo Niño celebration satisfactory? And as a former level representative, do you think the mechanics for the Santo Niño grade incentive was properly explained?
Ako, personally, I believe there's always room for improvement. So, kung ano man yung performance ng SEC last year, of course, pwede pa. Last January pala, pwede pa nating improve. It's not satisfactory kasi we always aim for perfection. Under Tristan's term, yan yon. I think you all know who Tristan is.
Yes.
Of course, perfect, diba?
Yes.
I would rate it as satisfactory kasi there's always room for improvement. Also, being a level rep, I don't think it has been explained that well. Although, para sa akin, naggampanan naman ng maayos yung pag-explain. Yung pagkalat nga lang talaga, yung pag-disseminate, yun yung nagkagulo-gulo. Kasi even though the SEC did their part on giving out posters, giving out letters from the dean itself, from himself, from the vice dean himself, hindi pa rin siya nakalat ng maayos. And I think there's no one to be accused of for that. Kasi it's normal Normal na nagkakagulo-gulo talaga when the channeling when it goes through a lot of people pala. But, as I said, there's always room for improvement and sana magampanan to sa next SEC.
Okay. So, going back to what you said kanina, you aim for perfection. Isn't aiming for perfection a surefire way to fail because nobody's perfect. So, if you aim for perfection, you know for yourselves na hindi kayo up to par sa aim nyo. Isn't that failure?
For me, it isn't failure. Kasi when you aim for perfection, you have this drive that never-ending push for improvement. Perfection in a way na, yun nga, nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect. Pero when you have that in mind and you have that positive attitude, you will see na you will improve no matter what. And even though that you will not get that perfection standard, you still went through the limit. You went overboard sa standard, kumbaga ngayon. Na even though alam mong hindi ka magiging perfect, at least you have that drive that you wanted to be and you tried to be. Pero like you said, nobody is perfect. And it's a challenge again for the next term to set a standard, to aim closer for perfection.
Would you consider your job to be that only of an outside contact?
Of course not. Kasi first of all, when you go outside, you're still bedan, kumbaga. Bedista ka pa din. So we have to establish a better relationship inside the school. Kasi first of all, how can you represent the school if you haven't established yourself in Beda?
So from BPS,
Apa.
from BPS secretary, why shift from BPS to SEC secretary?
Nag-run din po talaga ako because gusto ko po talaga mag-serve ng fellow Bedans. Pinag-isipan ko rin po talaga ng matagal. Tapos ito rin po talaga yung gusto kong gawin. From BPS secretary to SEC secretary with the lessons that I've learned from from being the BPS secretary, parang feel ko, I know na mas better ko siyang ma-apply to being an SEC secretary if ever elected. Tapos yung lessons ko rin po, because I was the level rep nga po nung first year sa SEC. So yung lessons ko po from those two experiences, dun ko po ma-apply sa.
Do you believe that the auditor and the treasurer is interchangeable?
Interchangeable? No. I think no. Because sometimes kailangan maging friends yung treasurer at auditor, pero sometimes they should be also magkaaway para maging productive.
In what way?
In what way is, kasi yung treasurer magba-budget siya. Tapos yung auditor, approve lang siya na, okay, parang nag-go with the flow na rin, just with the treasurer. Mangyayari is, yung gastos will be sobra, magkakakulang sa pera, ganon. So, kailangan yung treasurer at auditor parang always partners para to produce the best outcome.
Would you call yourself an outstanding student in terms of your academic performance?
Outstanding student? Honestly, no. Kasi syempre, in the 3 years na I'm studying inside the school, nagkakaroon din ako ng pagkukulang. Aaminin ko na hindi ako perpektong estudyante, pero dun sa mga failures ko, naintindihan ko na, nalaman ko na kung paano ko ba ibabangon yung sarili ko. So, being an outstanding student, parang sinasabi natin na perfect student ka, perfect example ka, but I believe that there's no one who's perfect. So,
Okay, so yun yung perspective mo, which is, I support that perspective. Pero, if I were the electorate, or if we were the electorate,
Okay.
sabihin na natin, you're not a candidate for this election, and you're just a student voting, would you vote for someone na alam mong nagsasuffer, kahit hindi naman drastically, nagsasuffer in terms of grades?
well, for me kasi, yes, malaking part yung grades kasi being a student leader nga, you should be first a student rather than being a leader. Pero for me kasi, dapat binebase din natin kung paano mag-serve ang isang tao, kung paano mag-inspire ang isang tao, kung ano ang kayang gawin ng isang tao para sa'yo. Doon natin siya i-base, wag purely on academics kasi kung matalino lang ang isang tao, paano paano niya maipaglalaban ng isang kapwa niya estudyante. Kung puro utak lang ang gagamitin ng isang tao, are you sure na kaya niyang gawin ang mga kailangan niyang gawin sa posisyon na tinatakbuhan niya? Kaya ako, ibe-base ko rin siya sa kung ano ba ang kayang gawin ng isang kandidato para sa akin. So, yun.
Okay. So far that's your
Yes.
opinion kung ikaw yung electorate. Pero some people kasi, they question your decision to run despite your failing grade. How will you address these complaints? Kasi to be honest, sila yung boboto sa'yo.
I know, yes. Well, for me naman kasi, nag-start ako since first year as part of the Student Executive Council. Natutunan ko na kung ano-ano ang mga ginagawa inside and outside the office, and nakita ko rin kung saan ako mga nagkulang. Based dun sa mga nakita ko, sa mga na-experience ko, alam ko, tulad nga na sinabi ko kanina, alam ko na kung paano ko babawiin yung sarili ko. Alam ko na kung paano ko ibabangon yung sarili ko. At alam ko kung paano ko rin matutulungan at mas mai-inspire yung ibang tao. Kaya, sa nakikita ko, dun sa mga nagtataka kung paano ko magagawa to, I believe na siguro ang masabi ko na lang sa kanila, kung anong napakita ko before, patuloy ko pa rin ipapakita at alam ko na kung paano ko i-improve. Kung anong napakita ko at kung ano yung kaya kong ipakita para sa sarili ko.
So, anong skills ba ang masasabi mong dapat tinataglay ng isang auditor?
Skills. Dapat pag auditor ka, patient. Unang-una, patience. Pangalawa, dapat knowledgeable ka rin sa ginagawa mo. Pangatlo, yun nga, dapat hindi siya skill eh. So, dapat yung mga very detailed ka. Kasi, sa accounting kasi very malaki impact ng mga kala natin petty-petty lang. So, yun. So, dapat masyado kang detail-oriented, dapat mahaba pasensya mo, and dapat alam mo talaga yung ginagawa mo.
What steps did you take to ensure your candidacy for this year?
Syempre, nung term ko as external vice president, pinakita ko sa kanila na kaya kong gawin yung ibang task. Kasi nakita naman ako ng tao as the first year level rep na hindi ko lang nilimit yung trabaho ko as the level rep. Na pinakita ko rin sa kanila yung pagiging secretary na hindi ko rin nilimit sa loob ng opisina or in terms of letters, in terms of documentation. Naging external vice president ako na I created more linkages and networks outside the community. Kaya siguro ngayon, masasabi kong kaya ko na siyang gawin, kaya ko na siyang panindigan. And another thing, mas ready na ako na harapin kung ano man yung kailangan kong harapin.
So, do you have plans to connect with other schools in terms of academic?
Yes, actually that's one of my platforms, which is the Bedan International and National Organizations, wherein we will try to find different national and international organizations which can be in line with the organizations here in Beda. So, and we'll try to line up with other schools na, let's say, kung meron silang federation of, let's say, Bedan Psychological Society, kung may federation sila sa Philippines, then we'll try to coordinate with them na para masali din yung Bedan Psychological Society natin dun sa national na organization na yun, if ever.
Why did you run for auditor? Why not run for president since the student body needs a president of integrity?
Why run for auditor kesa sa presidency? Personally speaking, masyadong broad, masyadong malaki yung scope ng pagiging president. Na alam ko, hindi pa ako ready para mag-president. So, muna tayo? One step at a time. So, auditor, I'm from the accountancy program. So, I think yung pinag-aaralan ko mas magagamit ko siya at mas ma-apply ko siya pag nag-auditor ako.
Do you see yourself, a few years from now, do you see yourself running for president?
Do I see myself, as of now, no,
Not
vague
yet.
pa.
Okay. So, what pushed you to run for SEC? Why now?
Why now? What pushed me na mag-SEC is, gusto ko kasing gusto ko mag-serve. Pag tinanong why now, so second year ako. Last year kasi, first year pa lang ako. So parang, lahat naman tayo, parang testing the waters pa lang. So, nung first year ako, syempre, hindi pa ako yung active. Hindi active, hindi pa ako yung sobrang pakitang gilas. Parang ako, in doubt din ako parang, kung papasukin ko SEC, kaya ko ba talaga? So, hinayaan ko munang dumaan yung isang taon. Tapos na tong second year, sabi ko, alam kong kaya ko.
Do you believe yourself qualified to handle almost all of CAS funds?
Yes, I believe I am qualified. And if ever, pag may kukulangan ako, I'm willing to learn. And I'm more than just willing to learn. I'm preserved an extra mile to learn.
So, how can you say that you are fit for the position?
How can I say that I'm fit for the position? I think, mayabang man pakinggan, pero I think I have the academic excellence. Pasok naman ako sa grade, consistent dean's lister naman ako. And, integrity, hindi ko masasagot personally yon. Pero, alam ko, man of integrity ako. Magiging witness kayo. Magiging witness. Testigo ko na lang yung mga kaibigan ko.
So, let's take it on a personal question. What drove you to start a political career here in San Beda?
Nung high school pa lang kasi, actually ever since grade school, lagi na akong nagiging leader, nagiging officer ng room. Then nung high school, I tried to run for the batch council and for the executive council as well. Pero unfortunately, hindi ko nakuha yung position. Pero despite not getting the position, I still continued to serve. Then, nung nag-start na ako mag-college, inisip ko, siguro nung high school, hindi ko pa turn. It's not yet my time. Then nung college, sabi ko, sarili ko na, try ko. If SEC is not for me, I know na meron pang ibang organizations na pwedeng kong pagsilbihan. Or kung hindi man talaga para sa akin ang isang posisyon, I know na kahit walang posisyon, I can serve the community. So yun. For me kasi, since bata pa lang, passion ko na yung mag-serve eh. Kaya ngayon hanggang college, I am still tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagbibigay ko ng serbisyo. Kahit nga sa labas ng SBCA community, I still serve for others.
Why run for secretary? Why not something higher or something different?
Ayun nga po. Una po kasi, since I have experience sa SEC per first year level representative lang, tapos I have experience as secretary sa BPS, feel ko sa SEC secretary ko po mas mapapa-improve yung sarili ko as a student leader and as a person with the experiences na makukuha ko dito. Tsaka po, I didn't run po in a higher position kasi ako, feel ko rin sa sarili ko na hindi ko siya ma-performing duties of those like external vice president or internal vice president the way the candidates that are running now can do them efficiently po. So, yun po.
So, would you consider yourself an outstanding student in terms of academic performance?
Yes, I would consider myself. Kasi, unang-una, ang top priority ko is studies. Even though papasok ako ng SEC, ang top priority ko pa rin talaga is studies. And, na-maintain ko naman siya. Yung grades ko is okay naman. And, yun, nababalance ko naman yung time ko efficiently.
Hindi ka ba natatakot na baka mag-suffer yung grades mo kapag nag-SEC? Nag-SEC ka?
At first, there are doubts, pero syempre, gusto ko mag-serve. So, kung gusto ko, kakayanin ko. Kakayanin kong balansehin yung pag-aaral ko and yung pagsiserve ko sa students.
Would you consider yourself an outstanding student?
Hindi ko siguro masasabi na outstanding student ako. Pero as a student leader, I have to strive for excellence siguro nga. Wala naman akong trouble pagdating sa grades. Siguro ang pinaka downside ko is personality wise. I'm a very open person, very fun to be with. Pero when the students, siguro nga, may mga nagsasabi, when the students look at me, sasabi nila hindi daw approachable, ganyan. So, as an outstanding student, you have to be good with your academics as well as good in character. Na you have to you have to show the people na as an outstanding student, you're not only limited to academics but as well as personality and character, na kumpleto ka kumbaga, na hindi ka lang puro aral kundi meron ka ding social life, meron ka ding friends, maganda yung pakikitungo mo sa tao pati sa mga teachers as well as sa mga prof and sa lahat ng tao dito sa BEDA. So siguro yun nga, hindi ko pa masasabi completely na outstanding student ako. Pero I always strive for excellence.
Pero the problem here is, what credentials can you give the electorate for them to vote you, to trust you? Kasi treasurer is a big job. Nasa iyo lahat ng pera. What will make them trust you?
First, I have experience handling money because it was our family business. We had a money changer, and then my dad's company moves quite big amount of money, and I used to handle it. And ayun nga, my passion to serve, I think that could help me.
So, paano mo napapayag yung parents mo?
Kasi po, na-offer po tong position sa akin nung sem break. Tapos, di ba po, mahaba yung time na yun. So, kinausap ko po sila noon. Sabi ko, I told them why I wanted to do this. Tapos, bakit, hindi naman ako pinipilit na gawin to. Tapos, ano ba yung parang, ano yung nakukuha ko? Kasi, yun yung tanong po nila sa akin. Ano ba yung nakukuha ko dito na gusto ko tong gawin? Parang sabi ko, yung fulfillment po nga na, pag nakikita mong successful yung event, tapos yung magiging reaction ng Vedans, syempre pag satisfied din sila. Tapos ang concern din po nila is yung sa academics ko and sa health. So, sinabi ko po sa kanila na kaya ko po yung health ko, I'll take care of myself. Tapos yung academics ko, parang nung first year lang at saka nung second year, na-balance ko naman po siya ng maayos and hindi naman po ako bumagsak. So, pinaniwalaan na naman po nila ako.
In this situation, ikaw lang ang level rep. Sila, meron silang kani-kanya nilang duties and responsibilities. The primary duty of a PRO is information dissemination, as well as yun din yung trabaho ng mga level rep. And it will all fall down to you.
Yes.
So, basically, for that first few months na magsiserve ka, and those are critical months kasi first time mong magsiserve under SEC, you will find yourself as the PRO, unofficially.
Oo, siguro ganun. Kasi, based on sa mga trainings namin, sabi nga namin, hindi porke level rep ako, magsistick lang ako bilang level rep. Kung kinakailangan punan yung posisyon, pwede kong pag-aralan, pwede kong matutunan gawin, then why not? Kasi hindi lang naman umiikot yung capabilities ko sa pagiging level rep. Yung title ko level rep, pero hindi lang doon umiikot yung pwede kong gawin.